I want to try and not cuss as much, and I don't think it's going to work.
We can try it. Let's try it now.
No, I don't want you to try. I'm going to try.
Well, I mean, our intro immediately has to. That's
but we bleep that one out. We don't bleep any the other thousands out.
The millions
and millions.
Oh, there we go. It's a little teaser. A little red light district teaser.
Roxanne. No.
You don't have to put on a red light. That's the fucking jam, actually. Low key.
Yeah,
just jump into that song. I agree. That's for sure. Caution. Welcome to Generation Duo Podcast. This podcast is meant for a good fun. This is a comedy style podcast, and we are here to have a good fun.
You don't even say the thing anymore.
Dude, we completely lost the script in like episode 2.
You lost the script.
We don't respect the show anymore. Here we go. So we are here to have a good fun. If you're here to have a good fun, then let's
have a good fun.
That's right. My name is Brandon Big Papi Medina. That is Johnny Drama Tejera. This is Generation Duo. If you are offended,
there we go. The whole point of caution.
Please go watch something else. Tune into something else. This is not the show for you. There's not going to be too many offensive things today. We'll talk about offensive stories. However, we will have a good fun, as we just said. Actually,
one of these might be.
What was this? 10th time? 11th time this time? Say a good fun one more time.
10th.
There's the 10th. Say it.
A good fun.
There we go. That's what I like to see. Generation Duo, where laughter has no age gaps. So don't forget to fucking laugh. I think I want to change the intro song, by the way, so stop doing that. Because every time you do it, I'm like, I can't change it. You fucking still do it.
What do you want
so next week, don't do it. Just be like, whoa, great intro song.
That new one is awesome.
Off the hizzy, dude. It's jumping.
That's fire.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I think this is going to be it. Wow.
Yeah.
One more time.
What?
That's
fire.
Huh? Damn.
Okay.
Roxanne.
You have such a good key. I don't have it.
Can you hit it?
I can do. No, I can't. I go falsetto. I go all falsetto. You don't have to put on the red light. It's all falsetto though. It's all falsetto, and I don't want to do it.
I like that song. That's a great song.
It's a good song. I was singing the version from Moulin Rouge. You seen Moulin Rouge?
Okay. I thought you were singing just the Police.
No, the Moulin Rouge version.
Okay, what is that?
Have you seen Moulin Rouge?
I believe so. Yeah, it's about the burlesque club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the dude that sings it is this big.
Why do I know that?
This big old burly man with a mustache that trails back. So Roxanne. That's how he sings it. You don't have to put on the red light.
That's more your version. That's more your style.
That's my version right
there. I like that.
With Ian McGregor and Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Did you say Ian? I thought it was Ewan.
Ian McGregor.
Is it Ian? Isn't it E-W-A-N?
Ewan McGregor?
Ewan. You're the Star Wars fan. I'm new to this. You've been there. Isn't it Ewan McGregor?
Bro, you just blew my mind right now.
It's not Ian. It's E-W-A-N. Yeah.
Ewan McGregor? Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're a fake fan.
Did I just say Ian McGregor?
Fake fan. You said
McGregor.
Ian.
Right.
And it's not Connor.
It's not.
It's Ewan. Patrick
Ewoks.
Ewan McGregor?
Ewok McGregor?
Either way.
It's Obi-Wan.
It's Ben.
Ben Kenobi.
It's Obi-Wan. We are not talking about Star Wars today. We just constantly get into it.
We do. All the time.
We are going to be talking about my favorite pastime.
I brought up.
You brought it up.
I chose it.
And I'm interested to see why. However,
let me lead this. Let me lead this one. We're going to jump into it.
Okay, can we say what we're going to do the draft about?
Oh, you're right.
You're jumping shit too
My bad, dog. My bad. That's why I don't lead it. You lead it.
Listen.
Shit. My bad. My bad.
Damn, dog.
Sorry.
Damn, son. Where did you find this? We are going to be talking about wrestling.
Wrestling, baby.
WWE, WWF, WC, I mean, all of the W's.
All of them.
Except for .com. We are talking about, not WWE.
No.
WWE, WWF. But talking wrestling, WrestleMania just happened. The biggest WrestleMania of all time. It was billed as so. It did all the numbers for merch, all the numbers for social, all the numbers for everything. And everybody's favorite wrestlers, except for one, was basically in there and showed up for the show as far as old and new. I had a great time. I invited you 2 days in a row to my WrestleMania party. 2 days in a row, and you couldn't make it. We do a weekly podcast.
Sorry, friend.
You couldn't take some fucking time out of your day.
If you would have had the podcast on the day of WrestleMania, I would have been there. I was tired, friend. I was tired.
From what?
I regret it.
From what?
I regret it.
What were you tired from?
I had to work, and I had a tournament, and it was just a lot. Okay, friend?
Sounds like excuses to me.
They are excuses, but they are good excuses. And I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But on that note, no.
Okay.
On that note, I'm hoping, because I've been kind of into this right now, all right? I went back and I looked at all the highlights. That night, I was lying in bed thinking about Brandon Medina, and I was like, I wonder...
That's how you're towing a gray area right now.
I swear. I was laying in bed with my phone like this, just I wonder if it's over. I wonder if he's thinking of me or if he's still thinking of wrestling. But I looked.
I was hanging out with friends. That's what they call them.
Shh, let me finish. So I was looking at highlights because it was already over. It was I think close to midnight. And and I was looking at it. I was like, oh, I saw who won. I saw all the stuff, and I was like, this is pretty cool. I was like,
you missed a lot of good moments. You dipped your toe a little bit.
I did. So I started doing some research, and this is why today is happening, right? So I'm the one that messaged you, and I was all greatest wrestlers of all time. Because let's set the tone here. I was a wrestling fan.
This is the draft at the end of our show. We're just setting the tone now. Okay.
So I was a wrestling fan.
If you had to put a
Attitude Era.
So once we hit 2002, you were out. Something like that.
I think so. I want to say I think so. Right when I got into high school.
Era stopped, I think, 03-ish, probably, 02-ish.
Probably. If I had to guess. Because what was the last storyline I can remember?
As a child. This is back when you were.
As a child.
Man.
As a child.
Black and white TV.
I remember
Prohibition when you were a child.
Yes. We had to flip the TV, and I had the only way I could watch wrestling was we had
the oven and the TV sounded the same.
So we had a box was what we called it back in the day, and it was
a big ass one.
No, the illegal box.
Oh,
the illegal box that went from 0 to Channel 99, and you know what Channel 99 was. Woo! If you know, you know. Anyway, Channel 98 was the pay-per-view channel, and back in my day, we only had one thing on pay-per-view. That's it. It was the only thing. And most of the time, it was wrestling. It was either wrestling or boxing.
Yep.
And so I had access to all of the
that's awesome.
Pay-per-views and stuff. And
I was very lucky of you. Very privileged.
It was nice. But I was totally into it. I was a big Rock fan. Rock, Stone Cold, Mick Foley, all those dudes. I was so into it. So I jumped in right after... Man, I can't even tell you when it started.
This is a podcast for the boys. There's no female listening to this anymore.
Not at all. But I was in the Diva era back when they degraded the Divas.
Panties matches.
Yeah, all of them.
Fucking wrestling and
Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus.
I had a Trish Stratus poster in my room.
Me too.
And I learned that my pants grow sometimes.
Tori Keibler.
Oh, Stacy.
Oh, Stacy Keibler. I knew it was a Keibler.
Tori Wilson.
There it is. I knew it was a Tori. But it was, and Lita.
With the little well tail?
Yep. That was out there, and everybody knew she should have been with Jeff Hardy. There's no issues with Matt. No issues with Matt.
Bullshit.
Anyway, so
there's so many storylines I wish I could just bring up, because you missed when her and Edge had sex on live TV. You missed so much.
Oh, I knew about all that. I knew about her and Edge. I knew, Anyways, but I wasn't as into it. I was watching Raw. They had just started SmackDown.
Yeah, that was the Rock show.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I did not watch WCW because I thought WCW was dumb. I only watched
to paint
WWE.
the picture, you're talking late 90s, 97, 98,
yes.
Right? Okay,
it was WWF still. Right. It had not gone to WWE.
I don't know how else to explain this to make you believe. I have missed, truly, and this is hand of the Bible, I have missed maybe 5 shows in the city of San Antonio since I was 2 years old.
Wow.
And that's Raw, SmackDown, NXT, the Developmental League. That's AEW, another wrestling. This has been my thing since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now, when I was 2, it was 98. So that's when I started watching. Now, obviously, I know all the history of the 80s. But my dad was a wrestling fan. So my dad grew up in the Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Ricky Steamboat in the 80s and then even the 70s with the Road Warriors. And so my dad was like, dude, we would go to the convention center and Ric Flair would pull up in a limousine and call everybody beaners and like wild shit. And he's like, people really want to fight him. Like, he was like, dude, like, yeah. So my dad as a kid was in love with it. So I think when I found it, it was like, my dad was like, let's just run with this then. And ever since, next year, it will be my 5th WrestleMania.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so like...
I've never been to a live one.
Wow, dude. Okay, they come to Austin August 12th, 2 days after my birthday.
Which is what?
Monday Night Raw in Austin. So August 12th.
Okay.
If you're down...
So I'm leaning into this. So I started looking into it. Now that Triple H has officially taken over.
Vince McMahon is completely gone. There was bullshit gone like 2 years ago, a year ago, where he's like, oh, he's gone, but he was still like on the board. They're like, the sexual assault shit is too much. You're done. So not only Triple H is the chief content officer. Yeah. The Rock is on the board of TKO. And then TKO is a new merger of the UFC and WWE, which just makes sense for entertainment.
Yeah. Agreed.
So this is probably... business-wise, the best time to be into wrestling if you weren't before or had an experience before.
So it's starting to feel a little bit more like it used to, and here's why. Because I remember I tried to watch a couple times coming up when John Cena was coming out,
so good.
When Batista stole my tattoo. You know,
can we show your tattoo?
No, we can't.
Johnny, please, Johnny.
No, we can't.
For me and the pod,
too much.
We mentioned it and we've never seen it. Can you just show it, please?
Look at Batista's belly and you'll see my tattoo. Okay.
But it's so much bigger.
I literally have Batista's belly button tattooed inside my... That's totally a lie. It's not. I had the tattoo before Batista. Anyway. Okay.
Please show it.
No.
A picture.
One day. Listen to me. Okay. So I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it. It felt too cheesy for me, right? Too cheesy.
You're saying late 2000s? Or past 2010s?
2010s. Okay. Around there.
That's fair.
It felt too cheesy. So I watched a playback of The Rock beating the shit out of Cody Rhodes off air.
Yes. On his Instagram and Twitter where he put that
where it's like, he's like, you just don't turn this shit off.
Yeah, when they go cut.
Yeah.
And he's like, there ain't no fucking cut.
Yeah.
Like,
and I was, okay. This is starting to feel like
Rock has
he threw the F-bomb in on
a lot of F-bombs. There's not a few every week.
I'm like, this is where you're going to go back now. You're not going to be this pansy foo-foo, let's please everybody thing that I felt they went to for a while.
It was the PG era.
Yes, the PG era, yes. And so I am like, I'm down for going back to the Attitude Era almost, like the Road Dogg Jesse James and Billy Badass. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Billy Gunn, yes.
Yeah, those guys. It was Billy Bad, like he's Billy Gunn Badass, right?
The Ass Man,
the Ass Man,
Billy Gunn.
Yes, the Ass Man, Billy Gunn.
You didn't know?
Your ass better call somebody.
My favorite part, I could do the entire New Age thing right now, but my favorite part is Road Dogg Jesse James, right? Road Dogg's thing is he would go, when he'd welcome the crowd, he would go, welcome to the dog house where we do things doggy style. No. So good. White dude, cornrows.
No, and then even better.
So good.
The Godfather.
The Godfather is
on the whole train.
And then a bunch of just stripper girls come out right behind him.
And then you got Val Venus.
Dude, Val Venus was the best. He's a legitimate porn star. And then he would pick somebody to come pull his robe or his towel. And then they had a storyline. I don't know if you remember this.
With Goldust, right?
No, that's just there's another story. It was a guy. Okay, I'm geeking out too hard, right? I'm not going to mention his name because it's going to be too deep cut. But there was a Japanese wrestler he got a feud with, and basically to get back at him, there's a scene on Monday Night Raw in like 98, 99 where they go backstage and he's handcuffed to like a pipe. And they're all choppy pee-pee, and they cut his stick off.
No, they don't. So I missed that one.
And the next day he comes out, and the next one he comes out walking all funny and like covering himself. And he's not as confident, and he's like the big Bobowski lost 6 inches, so I'm only at 8 or some shit like that. He's just like talking crazy, bro. It's so good.
My god, no.
You're mentioning good shit right now.
Who was
we lost every female listener for
Sable?
Sable.
The first Playboy?
Yes.
And she was Goldust.
That was his wife.
And then Val Venus.
Sable. No, it's not Sable. It was not Sable. I know Sable was, I believe, Brock Lesnar's real life wife. But
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, later on in life. I'm pretty
positive.
Yeah.
Isn't she like 30 years older than him?
Dude, I'm almost positive, but I'm gonna check. It was another girl that was married to Dustin Rhodes, which is Goldust.
Yeah, Goldust.
But yeah, there was another girl. Yeah.
I remember that whole storyline where he like slept with his wife and all this shit. It turned into a whole thing. I could have swore that was Sable.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is married to Sable.
Really?
Still going strong.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them. Anyway, so that was what I remember.
Sable used to show her boobs, but they'd have like stuff always covering it.
Yeah, every time.
Jerry the King Lawler was the biggest horn dog.
Yep.
Like this was an era that just could never exist.
No, not anymore.
And I think the era you mentioned, there's such a love for it with the people who are in their 30s, 40s, and late 20s. And I think there just comes a point where it's like the 80s was cool too. The 90s had to evolve. Yeah. The 70s was cool too. The 80s had to evolve. We're never going back to the actual.
No, you can't.
But you could do remnants of it the same way every other era did.
Yeah.
You just don't have to be like maybe as
raunchy.
Yeah. Right? Because things have changed. Like if you had a bra and panties match, no way. It just wouldn't. You're losing a lot of the female fan base that you've grown because it is disrespectful. Yes. Versus like there's legitimate badass women wrestlers.
Yes, agreed. No, It's not just a fashion show or like a runway show anymore. Like now they're athletes. Mm-hmm. Like it's a big deal.
They used to have HLA in the early 2000s, and they would tell you HLA coming up after this break, and it was hot lesbian action. That's literally what's on Monday Night Raw. That was Eric Bischoff's idea from WCW, and it was fucking wild. But all of wrestling, the thing I love. Here's the thing I love about the show. Before we geek out too hard, every single person you know, right? A lot of people know Star Wars. A lot of people know Ninja Turtles. A lot of people know you name it, right? Every single person comes into contact with wrestling at some point in their life.
Agreed.
Right? There's no child or kid alive that doesn't know The Rock or John Cena or Ric Flair because of hip hop, because of pop culture. It is a massive pop culture shifter. Even when it's bad, it still is like a massive. And I think that's the special thing about wrestling is that love it or hate it, like it's just never gonna go away. Okay. Like,
so let's jump into it now. So let's talk about WrestleMania 40.
Yeah, dude, we're doing too long.
No, we're not. I want to know what it felt like to watch this. It was like a 3-year story, right? Roman Reigns.
So I went to WrestleMania last year, the first novel, the first big chapter of this story. Okay. He comes back in 2022. He debuts against Seth Rollins, who was also involved in this match of sorts.
Yes.
This is they compared it. The Rock called him Luke Skywalker. I don't know if you ever saw the interview, but he's like, to basically explain it, this is Luke Skywalker's story, like without the whole father thing. Okay. His father is dead, Dusty Rhodes, who's a legend. Yeah. Right? So Cody comes in, he wants the belt. He was completely embarrassed his first 10 years in the business.
I saw.
He was like nobody. He was an undercard guy, won the Intercontinental Championship one time. Like people just laughed at him. He leaves, becomes his actual good name, comes back. Here's the full, I went from, undeniable or not cared for to being undeniably one of the best. So he loses to Roman Reigns, who's this generation's Stone Cold Rock as together. Yes. The dude has headlined more WrestleManias than any other superstar in the history of the company.
Which I felt was very forced, but...
For sure. A lot of the first 5 of them were.
Yes.
I mean, that's... out of the 4 WrestleManias I've been to, I think 3... He's headlined. Yeah. That's how forced it is. So, I mean, this goes back. But he takes the company to new heights with the younger crowd. People finally buy in, right? So you get the perfect... This guy has not lost in years. How he's beating everybody. Who's he going to beat? You bring in
Cody Rhodes.
Right? You bring in the biggest baby face, which is a term for the good guy. Yeah. For kids to love. For adults to buy in who know his dad is Dusty Rhodes. Yes. Who know his brother as Goldust. Yeah. And you go, damn, this family really has never won the championship. Yep. They've always been a bridesmaid, never the bride. Yep. So then you get the full buy-in. You go to WrestleMania last year in Los Angeles. Everybody's like, here's the fucking moment. Yeah. He loses. The whole next year, it's just Finish the story.
Yeah.
It was a fucking masterpiece in storytelling.
No, it was very well written. When I went back and looked at like Cliff Notes, right, looking at it, see
yeah, but even look at the clips. There's people you recognize.
Yeah.
Taker's in there.
Yep.
The Rock's in there.
Yep.
Seth Rollins, who was part of the Shield, was one of the biggest factions since DX, is in there.
Yeah.
You have, at the end of the match, CM Punk's in the ring with them. Like you have a lot of big John Cena's in the match. You have the biggest names of wrestling except for Stone Cold.
The biggest bald spot ever.
It looks like Manu Ginobili a little bit. But
he has aged,
the body still looks incredible. That hair gets some implants, brother.
Do something.
Or just keep the hat on.
There's a spray. There's a spray for it. Just
keep that. Or Rock did it.
Rock and shave it all off.
One of the two best ever, Rock and Stone Cold. Both
shave it all off. It's all good, brother. It's that time.
It's that time. Yeah, dude. So I think it was just it was awesome to see. It's been all over social media and it's so cool. The Rangers just put out a tweet. They have a picture named Cody Bradford and they put Cody's story is just starting. And that's like it is crossing from Sports Center to ESPN to pop culture. So it's having a big resurgence because of this. We'll see. I'm glad it interested you. But we'll pause there.
Yeah.
We'll jump into more talk later for our draft. What do you got for us today for stories?
All right. So the first thing I want to talk about, we've been talking about Ohtani, right?
Yes.
In a negative light. Well, now we're going to look at the Dodgers themselves.
The organization.
So, I don't know if you heard, but Ohtani hit his first home run in a Dodgers uniform.
Yep.
And a lady caught it.
Yep.
She's on camera, super excited.
She caught it or did it just fall to her?
No, she caught it.
She caught it.
She caught it. So it came out later that the Dodgers gave her 2 baseball caps.
What?
And a baseball bat and a ball. Like, that's it. Didn't even
signed by players?
Yeah, by Ohtani.
Okay.
Didn't meet Ohtani.
Ooh.
Didn't do anything, like no offer, no nothing. And then she comes out later and basically says they strong-armed her into giving it to them. That they were like, we're not going to authenticate the ball. If you walk out of here, you'll get nothing. Like, we don't care. Give us the ball. And so the world has been split on should she have given the ball away? Or should the Dodgers and Ohtani done more to get the ball? Because let's be honest, that ball at minimum is $100,000 ball. Minimum.
Sure.
If he ends up being kicked out for gambling.
Yeah, now you have the biggest storyline ball.
$500,000 million ball. His last home run as a Dodger, like his last home run ever could be the ball. Like, and to offer her 2 baseball hats and a baseball bat. And not even see Ohtani?
So there's been plenty of times that people have been offered money for baseballs. Like I know someone got offered, I think it was $3 million for Aaron Judge's home run breaking record.
Mm-hmm. The number 72?
Yeah, I think it was 62.
62, yeah. 62. Babe Ruth's record.
Babe Ruth's, yes. The clean
record. Yes.
I remember pulling up. I just pulled it up because I was looking up. Like I know there's another story I'm forgetting. The guy who caught Albert Pujols' last home run, 703.
Yeah.
Right, which put him all time in RBIs.
Yes.
Like all that. Got scared because people were trying to take the ball. Left the stadium and never got it authenticated. Ever. So obviously baseball is like, okay, well we can't just believe. Like, but I think they worked on a deal at the end. But the full value, I don't think ever saw.
Now you're on camera. It don't matter.
But my thing is, how do you do it? How do you even go about authenticating a ball at the stadium?
They do it there. Like they have somebody who says, yes, that's the ball. These are the markings we have. Because they have like numbers on them. They have serial numbers. They have like watermarks.
And how do they keep track of that when the pitcher has the ball or the catcher throws? I mean, the umpire.
They know what ball goes in there. Every single time.
Wild, dude.
They know every single time.
Anyways, to make this short, long story short, I think you got strong arm. My thing is it on the girl to negotiate better? Like, is it on you? If you feel like you're going to get strong armed and you're like, fuck, I'm going to get nothing. You came in with nothing, right? I
leave.
Yeah, I get it. Like, you feel strong armed, but like, you have, like you said, everything is on camera. Do they show the girl catching on camera? It's on camera.
Exactly.
That's the first thought that I would have gone through.
Exactly.
Somebody has this footage of me catching it.
Yeah.
And we'll prove it somehow.
I would have been like,
if you hit a home run, that ball has to have a scuff of sorts at some point. Yeah. No, yeah, like there's something there that somebody will be able to detail. Like that's the ball.
Yep.
Right. My thing is
this one's harder because it's just a regular ball.
Yeah. If you really were like, damn, you know what? I want something for it. Me, if I'm a native to LA, I would go, okay, Thanks for the hats. Give me season tickets for the next 2
That's what they were saying.
Season tickets for the next length of his contract, whatever. Like, yeah, at least. Because then you're not losing anything besides a seat or 2 seats. And I'm still going to be purchasing merch over that time frame.
Yes,
yeah.
agreed.
At least
I buy a beer. I buy
I buy whatever.
Yeah,
some nachos.
Exactly.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So here's my question for you, right? So the loyalists are like, you should have given it to him for free, and I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. Now I owe Otani nothing.
Nothing. Back in the day,
unless he's throwing me some really solid bets on my own.
Maybe like the purists back in the day when people actually cared. Like about the sport, like you would see players like Chipper Jones never left Atlanta. Like, they care about baseball. They want to win a championship. Like, it's a passion. Now it's a business. Mm-hmm. This is a full-on business.
Every sport is
a business now. It's not about loyalty anymore. Like, nobody gives a shit. Like, if you can have Johnny Damon leave the Red Sox to go to the Yankees, it's not about loyalty anymore. Like, it's not there. For Otani to not even go pay a visit to this lady who caught the ball, I'm like, I don't know you shit. What have you ever done for me? And have you ever seen Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Where he's like, what have the Red Sox ever done for me? Like, so that's
I bet you Otani would have learned English real fucking quick.
No shit, right? He would have been like, you know how much money I could bet on this?
Like, excuse me, ma'am, I would really appreciate if I could have that.
Oh, damn, no accent, no nothing. Just fucking straight like he's from the South.
And she'd be like, are you Otani? And he'd be like,
yes.
Yes.
So that's like, what would it take for you? Okay, so if they're not going to give you anything, what would it take for you to give that ball back? Like, what would have been the bare minimum? Would you have been
bare minimum would have been give me length of his contract, season tickets.
You want season tickets for 7 years to the Dodgers?
Length of his contract.
God, that's way more than $100,000.
No way.
Yes. 7 years season tickets?
No way.
You're lying. Well, I'm thinking good seats too. So
yeah, I'm talking about. Give me 8th row on third base, whatever. Yeah, like I'm talking. Give me season tickets. Yeah.
I mean, okay. I would have been like, bye. I'm putting this shit up for auction. I get to pay off some debts.
Well, you said bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do as well.
I wouldn't want season tickets. I don't live in LA.
You can't be like, that's all you'd ask for. You
I'm not living in LA.
What's the bare minimum?
Let me take my shot out of there to get out.
I would go season tickets of Dodgers, and I want a Disneyland fucking
forever. With Genie Plus.
With Genie Plus. Forever.
Forever. So, like, we're not Dodgers fans, right? So, I mean, like, if you caught that ball, you can't get season tickets. You don't live there. Right? So, what would you do? What would you do? What would be the first thing you do with that ball?
Take a picture there with me at the ball.
With the ball.
With the ball at the stadium.
With the ball. Good. Smart. I like it.
And I would go and put that ball immediately. Find not eBay. I'd find an auction house.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's figure this out.
Take 10%.
They didn't want to authenticate it. I would try to get that in writing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you are not going to authenticate this ball. Okay?
By not authenticating it, you're authenticating it. Like,
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Be my lawyer.
The hammer, the chorizo, Brandon, Big
dude.
Papi Medina fights for like you. And just be like this, and just fucking taco trucks driving by on Marbach.
Yeah,
the chorizo
with a wrestling belt thrown over you like that. Gosh, damn, over $1,000 won in 7
And then, do you know what'd be fire? They'd be like the chorizo, Brandon Medina, right? And then as it zooms in, right, it's like a fucking turn camera angle from the fucking city to me, and I have a lucha mask. I take the mask off and I go, "Tu lucha is mi lucha." Damn!
Wow.
Telemundo be like, get this fucking guy.
I like that. Can you become a lawyer?
I want to become a fucking wrestling manager.
You're right.
You kidding me?
That'd be so good.
That'd be fucking
wow. Good for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Good for you.
That was on the spot. Who knows what I could do?
I was on the spot. Look at you, PR genius.
I even thought about getting the ball, not authenticated.
Wow, that was so good.
That's what I would do.
So good.
And I go to an auction house and be like, pay off.
Do you want it or not? Because this auction house said they would do it. And you know somebody's gonna buy the damn ball.
And my thing is, even if it's $50,000, that's money that you did not come into the game with. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's not gonna be $50,000. No way it's gonna be $50,000.
Especially with right now.
Would you do it right now or would you wait?
No, I do it right now.
Right now, right? You get
this is the time.
Yeah, this is time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like at the end of his career, it's just another ball.
Just another ball.
Right now, with all this controversy, it is the ball.
The ball.
I like it.
It's
good. What else do you got for us?
Yeah, Dodgers are shitheads for doing that to those stupid assholes.
Oh, whoa.
You have this like
Dodger dogs.
But I mean, like, how are you gonna? You just paid this dude $700 million.
Yeah,
and you're gonna be like, here's 2 hats. Fuck you.
And they're not even new era. It's just like
it's the throwaways. Oh God,
the Dodgers World Series
that's
like 6 years ago.
God, that's terrible. That poor girl. She needs to get a lawyer.
The chorizo
will fight for you.
Tu lucha. Like that.
I thought you were smiling in our bed.
Taking the lucha mask.
Oh, I thought you were like...
I also hit the fuck out of the mic a little bit. It's mi lucha.
It's mi lucha. I like it. I like it.
I think we can make this happen today. Where do I take the bar?
Wow, I like it. Good job.
Thanks.
I like it.
Thanks.
So for sure we're walking out of there with that ball, right? Because that's what I would not stay there with that ball.
My thing is, I hope you didn't go alone because I was beating the
parking lot. Yeah, they beat the shit out of him. You gotta run.
You better be.
You gotta run.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What else you got? That's a good one.
So the next one I got.
Okay.
I never thought anything about this just because this is how we were.
You're setting it up too much. What is it?
So talk about our relationship.
Okay.
Now throw in.
Well, my thing is, do we have one?
No, listen. Wait. Stop.
Do we have a relationship? Because you don't show up.
Stop
for me.
Can you?
Go ahead.
Dumb.
Talk about a fake relationship.
Now bring in. You ready?
Okay.
Pork chop.
Okay, our buddy
Matt.
Yep.
Ruben, who you just met.
Yeah.
Right.
You mentioned a lot of real names though. Let's like maybe.
So no. This is why. Talk about the relationships that we have at work.
Okay.
So
wow.
Yeah, see, that's it. So I saw a TikTok and it was a girl who was offended.
What are you trying to do here?
Offended by how much we rizz each other up. It's really like, for lack of a better word.
You are taking this so many different turns with you.
So it's like, she goes, ladies, if your husband has guy friends at work, I promise you, he has said nicer things to those guys than he will ever say to you. And I was like, she's not wrong. Yeah. Because I think about some of the conversations that I've heard
or been a part of. Yeah.
Seen.
Yeah. You seem so distressed.
Yes.
Seen. Witnessed.
And I'm like, I thought it was just something that, like, I didn't think it was like a thing.
Guys are gay, like, period. Like, that's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. And there's something instinctual about being like, I have to reciprocate.
Yeah. It's so good. And even me and you were like
right now.
I mean, we are, but you see what I'm saying? Why is that so natural?
I think it's because you like peanut butter. I think to break it down,
there it is.
I just named myself the chorizo.
Here it is. You did.
You know what I mean? No, I think it's just it's fun, and then there's times that you go, oh, you took it a little farther than I would have.
But then you still give it back.
And you still go, I guess I'll kiss you back.
I mean, that's might as well, right?
We're here.
Win in Rome.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's certain people. Like, you can't do that in public.
No.
I can't go, damn, dude. Nice ass, dog. They be like, what the fuck?
And the way
but if me and that dude had one beer, just one beer together, I can guarantee I go, dude, you look good today.
You look good today, right? We rizz each other up.
Yeah.
It's totally about, she called it bro love. That's what I called it. And I was like, that's the perfect analogy for it. Bro love. Like bro infatuation, but it's true. Some of the things that have come out of the mouths of our friends are like...
one friend in particular, I don't want to mention it.
No.
But
we all know who he is.
The friend.
The friend.
The guy. Friend. I cannot take calls on speaker with him. No. He's said stuff in front of my wife that has been like, this doesn't seem like a joke. Like, you're taking it further and further.
You're still kidding, right? You're still kidding?
No. When I first met this friend,
yes,
I remember after 2 weeks working with you guys, he's Brendo, pull it out. I was like, what are you talking about? And he was yeah, dude, send me fucking. I was like, hey, what? I was like, we barely know each other. He has said some of the most things that I feel uncomfortable with saying on the podcast.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You went a little further than I thought you were going to go already.
Pretty rough stuff. And to this day, I'm still like, let me reciprocate a little. I gotta give it a little bit.
Good friend.
Good friend.
So it is.
Great friend.
And it's so funny to see that happens everywhere. That it's not
just us.
Like, I didn't process that happens outside of where we were, right? Like, it was.
My thing is, how do we? Again, I thought we were gonna get offensive, but we said at the beginning of the show, caution.
I told you this one was probably gonna get offensive.
How do you know if there's a closet that someone might be in if all guys do it? Where does it? Where do you go?
It's a walk-in.
It's a walk-in. It's a walk-in. Yeah. Yeah. And then like, are you looking at that shirt still? Do you want to? And then they're like, do you want to put it on? Yeah. Like,
here, you put it on.
Yeah. How do you know? Like, you know what I mean?
You don't. Have you ever seen Ron White?
The comedian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you hear his joke about everybody's a little gay? Mm-mm. He goes, I can tell you right now you're a little gay. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm straight. And he goes, okay. I can bet you I can prove it to you. And he goes, okay. And he goes, do you watch porn? He goes, yeah, I watch porn. He goes, all right. Do you only watch porn with two women? He goes, no, I like to see a man and woman making love. And he goes,
you gotta watch another man.
So he goes, oh, so when you watch it, do you like that guy to have a small penis? He goes, no, I like big throbbing cock. And he goes, good. I did not know that about myself.
So good.
So it's good. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I like national average porn.
You lie.
You know what I mean?
You lie.
National average porn.
National average porn.
Well, I have to go.
I feel inadequate watching the other ones, right? It's like, nope, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I'm watching. I go,
nope.
I'm like, listen, even if that was a real pizza delivery, girl, I could never.
Unlikely.
Yeah, unlikely.
Yeah.
Mine's never going to push the top of that lid.
So everybody's a little gay.
Yeah.
That's really where we're at.
That's it, dude. And you know what? Own it.
Yeah.
Be proud of it.
Go with it.
Right?
You tower that up.
You know what? Scale it back a little bit, but you live in a time where you can be whatever you want.
It's true. You're right.
Right? You can be who you want. Mm-hmm. If you want to be the chorizo lawyer, like I am, if you want to be a little more.
You want to turn the red light on?
Yeah. Roxanne?
Yeah. Roxanne.
Yeah. If you want to do that, do it. Do it to it. My thing is, tread lightly. Because some people still think this is jokes.
Yeah. And then whatever gets on the internet stays on the internet.
Go, how did that end up here?
Yeah. What? No, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that, yeah.
She did. It's in this text message.
And then you got Diddy. So what's next after we talk about this?
All right. My last one.
You had or you have?
I have a situation I want to put you in.
A situation.
That I feel is a you know that going into an interview, the big one is sell me this pin, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I heard another one that I want to run by you.
Are you going to do it too? Or are you just
No, I'm gonna just I already know the answer.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know the answer, but I know the question. So I want the question to like stem from you. All right, so let's role play here. Okay.
Oh.
No, we don't work together already, so it's not that role play.
Okay.
You're going to be your new boss. You are coming to interview with me for my company.
Okay, what's the company called?
The company is called...
you didn't think that far. See, I'm already ahead of you.
You're right, I didn't.
I'm already in you.
Okay, this is with...
Johnny Corp.
Johnny Corp. Yep, Johnny Corp. Johnny Corp. You are going to be my new director of public relations and marketing.
Wow.
And you are coming to interview here. My company is about to go public.
Wow.
Okay, and I want you to be the spokesperson.
So you and I are in private.
Yes, we're in private right now. See, this is where it is. You're already hired. Okay.
You're like,
okay, so come into the interview. Tell me your aristocrats joke.
Wow.
Yeah, just kidding. Okay, so come into your interview and let's interview and let's go.
Yeah, you put me in the spot. Here
yeah, put me on the spot. Okay, come in. Okay, you're late.
I go, interesting. Random dude.
Johnny Taylor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, of course. We're happy to have you. Looked at your resume. It's real nice.
I'm glad that you're happy to have me. I think there's no interview you had then.
I didn't understand a word you just said. So
you said, I'm happy to have you.
Oh, okay.
Right? Let me slow it down for a PR
Yes, please.
Happy to have you. Assumes you already have me. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you, Brandon. We have 3 other candidates here. Okay. You're at the top of the list.
Yep.
I want you to be my guy here.
I see why.
I have one question for you here, and this is the question.
Go for it.
Let's just say you've been working for the company for 90 days.
Okay, 3 months.
And something comes to my desk, and I have to let you go.
Okay.
What is that reason?
To let me go.
What is that reason that just came across my desk that I have to let you go from my company?
Because I care too much.
No. Terrible answer. This is not one of your biggest flaws. That's not it. No. What do I have to do? What would be the reason I have to let you go?
I have come off the wrong way to somebody because of my passion for this company, for our future, and what I bring to the table. And let me tell you, when you look at the table, you're looking at the head of the table.
Damn, wow. Mm-hmm. Isn't it supposed to be I bring the whole fucking table or something like that?
Nothing like that.
No, nothing like that. No, I am the table.
I am. You're looking at the chairs. You're looking at the legs.
You put your cup on me. That was the answer. But here, so then the one I saw, the guy goes, probably criminal negligence. I was like, what?
All right. Yeah, dude. I like that.
That's a good answer, though.
I probably would have been like, if he's like, we have a lie detector connected to you, by the way. I would go, I'm probably sports gambling on the job. I'm probably throwing some parlays on the fucking job.
Damn. That was good.
I've been watching a lot of Disneyland on YouTube. I don't know if that came across you.
Do you have a go-to line, like, in an interview process of what you want to talk about? Like, or of something that you think seals the deal for you for getting something you want?
I don't know, dude. I have a pretty transparent, good personality.
I think so, too. Yeah, you're good.
But I think...
everybody wants you.
What if there's a lot... Okay, see, you're going too far. You do this a lot with friends and shit. No. And I'm like, chill.
No, be serious.
You do this one time.
What?
Just breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, let's do it.
One time, I remember we were hanging out together, right? With other peers.
Yeah. And
you were like... You want this guy. You were drinking, though. You were.
I'm drinking.
And you go, you want this guy.
Who did I say that to?
Dude, I'm not going to just be mentioned. That's what you go. This guy's the fucking key. And I go, bro.
Damn,
you go.
Wow.
He has it. Whatever it is, it.
Oh, I know who I said it to. And I completely meant it.
No, dude, you do it too much.
You're lying to
my face.
No.
But if there's a line that I do, I would go, there's a good line I use a lot. Mm-hmm. And they go, anything last words? And I go, my mother always taught me that success is when preparation meets opportunity. I'm really happy to have this opportunity, and I'm well prepared, so I'm ready to succeed.
Oh, wow. That sounded too wordy for me. I probably wouldn't have hired you.
You would have been like,
but I like that.
I've already said no.
Like, can't spell colonel.
Lost for 5th grade spelling bee. We need winners here.
Damn. But... I am completely serious about every time I have rizzed you.
Okay, stop, dude.
Swear to God.
Stop.
Swear to God. No, I tell people all the time. You are it.
Dude, Brendan. Shut up, dude. You
are it. No, Brendan Knight. That's what you are. Brendaroni and cheese. You're it, man.
Brendaroni and cheese.
You're it.
If I'm not in your contact list, is that
you're about to delete my contact. I'm going to change it right now.
I love it, dude. I'm excited. Well, that was a good question. I like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the pitches of like, sell me this water?
The one I like to do this, I got asked it once, and it wasn't in an interview standpoint. It was like just talking.
Even at my sales jobs, I never was asked that. That's never, because it's so fucking objective. Like, it's so hard.
It's super cool. The one I get that I like to pull on is... They're cool to
role play, but not in like a real environment.
So any kind of scenario with this kind of situation where they're like, oh, do this and convince me, right? So it's like they want to see your personality, I think. Yep. So here's what I harp on when I do it, is talking about the compassion of the consumer. Mm. So I'm like, my first thing is like, so if it's like, sell me this pen. I'm like, well, do you need this pen? Well, no, I don't need this pen. It's like, well, then why am I going to try to sell you this pen if you don't need it? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to force it on you. Like, it's that kind of like...
I like that.
I want to see what you need. Do you need a pencil? Because I have a pencil. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of thing.
Or do you need the eraser?
And then it ropes around to, but it is a nice pen. And then they like you so much at the end, it's like, oh, yeah. So, like, it's just that playing on the heartstrings of showing that you care about the consumer.
If you were taking that angle, and I go, let's say I said that, you go, I don't need this pen. I go, you know what? You don't even have paper. Let me get you some paper as well.
Yeah, see?
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. You don't need it yet. You don't need it yet.
But you will.
But
when you will, here's my card.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Better call Sal.
Oh. I never watched that show. Do you watch it?
Nope. No. Just the reference. Anyways, talking about references, I know our draft is on wrestling. And real quick, I want to pick your brain about a few. Do you have another one or no? I'm sorry.
No, that was it. That was it.
I want to talk to you. wrestling has had very unconventional ways of influencing pop culture.
Yes.
And also has been very offensive in the past. I want to talk to you about some of the most offensive storylines. One of them on our table right now, Eddie Guerrero, right, is considered the greatest Latino wrestler of all time.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel? Because when I look back at it, I don't think about it until Michelle, a Mexican-born woman that is my wife now, is like, that seemed kind of shitty. And I was like, you know what? You're not too far off. Eddie Guerrero's theme music was I lie, I cheat, and I steal.
Oh, it's very stereotypical.
Stereotypical, right? And then you also got the lowrider, the fuzzy dice, stuff like that. Take it a step further. The second greatest Latino wrestler, or considerably sometimes the first, is Rey Mysterio. Do you know the match that him and Eddie Guerrero had? Have you ever heard about this match? A family match.
Oh, over the sun.
Yes, at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio fought for custody of Dominic Mysterio, who now is a wrestler. But this match, dude, had me in a fucking chokehold as a kid. And we would go to school and we'd be like, I think Eddie's his dad. And like someone's like, I think Ray's his dad. And then someone's like, I don't think either of them are his dad. Dude, we watched that. We used to watch all the pay-per-views of my Theos and he would fall asleep halfway through. But all the Theos collectively would pitch in money to watch it. So we would watch with big groups. And dude, when that match came on, my Theo did not fall asleep once. All of us were like, dude, whose kid is this? Dude, it was such a fucking wild storyline. But you have that. And then you have so many storylines that have been just so, like, the bra and panties that they're talking about, but just so many different storylines where it's like, how did they get away with this? You had Big Show and the Big Boss Man had a feud where the Big Show's dad died in real life. And the Big Boss Man went to the funeral and stole the casket. And Big Show's like on top of the... And I'm like, no, there's too much. Like, there's sometimes where you go, what are we doing?
Well, it's like even the Triple H Shane... Stephanie McMahon saga.
That is one of the most classic.
Where he literally drugged her.
Yeah, got
married to her.
Yeah.
Like, without consent.
Right, kisses her.
Yeah.
Like, this is a full assault.
Yeah. Like,
and now they're married in other companies.
Yeah, that's it. They worked out. See,
and that was WWE's way of going, hey, this is a real relationship. It's not just saying, hey, we're together now. Let's drug her. And let's just... Because you're the bad guy. There's no way. Because
she was going to marry... Tess, right? Dude! Dad! Told you!
Tess died.
Oh, did he?
I hate to break it down, but Tess died not too long after.
Oh, I didn't
like years
No,
later.
He did not. I could have swore he came
like
out.
The early 2000s, Tess died.
Oh, he did. You're right. I was thinking of Edge. Because it was Edge and Tess for a while, part of Gangrel's crew.
That's Edge and Christian.
Oh, you're right. Right.
Yeah. Edge is... the Gangrel is the sickest dude ever, too. Damn, you're taking me back.
I am.
That's good stuff.
Edge and Christian, and then it was the Hardy Boys.
You also had Eugene. Can you do me a favor? Can you... Mark this time. I want you to put a picture of Eugene on the screen. Can you do that for me?
Put it.
Would you be able to do that?
Yeah, I got you.
Eugene's right here.
Oh, right there?
Or is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, right there.
I mean, they're not going to be able to see it because it's
Eugene was capped as Eric Bischoff, the owner of WCW. When they bought WCW, they're like, this is Eric Bischoff's nephew. Eugene was a special needs wrestler who would turn into Hulk Hogan whenever he got mad. He was very clearly special needs, not real life. This is a wrestler pretending to be special needs.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about to the point of like looking back, you go, how did we accept? I'm talking about like licking his fingers and like shit like that. It was just like, this is to the fullest extent of rowdy. And then during the match, he would Hulk up, or like you would hit him and he wouldn't take it. And he would do all the Hulk Hogan moves. And to this day, all of our friends, whenever we talk about wrestling, I have a whole group chat because we go to WrestleMania. And if someone does something stupid, we're like, bro, you're being Eugene today, dog. Like,
no,
dude, no. It's used like an adjective for somebody, but you got to look at that. It's a fucking incredible Eugene.
Okay,
please put the picture up.
Yeah, I got it.
Because when you look it up, and if someone sees it and they never heard of it, they're gonna go, "Oh my god, like why did they do this?"
That's terrible.
Pretty bad stuff, brother. But I mean, there's plenty of others that I'm missing too. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff that happened, and there's a lot of stuff that was like, wow, like this could never ever happen again today.
No, for sure not. For sure not. And I mean, there's just been some crazy stuff over the years. I mean, I was watching the pay-per-view when Owen Hart died.
Yeah. Real life
when he fell out of that when he was supposed to like spring down or whatever. Mm-hmm. I watched it and I was this isn't real. Like, there's no way. Like,
yeah, I mean, you have Monday Night Raw. I think it was in Corpus Christi. Dude, I'm like almost positive. I obsess over this shit. And Chris Benoit killed his family, and they had to fucking
yeah.
I think it's the only Monday Night Raw that like didn't happen. Like, they had to like literally be like, it was the night before, all over CNN that morning. I think they're like, dude, what are we gonna do? I think they just showed like highlights leading into SmackDown, but it was like Chris Benoit, and it wasn't just like, oh man, Chris Benoit's dead, like Eddie Guerrero. It was like, this dude killed his family, committed suicide. Yeah. This was the story of the fucking new millennium for wrestling. It was nuts.
And he was big at the time.
He had just won the title like a year ago. Like, yeah, dude. Pretty crazy
missing tooth.
Crazy stuff has happened. But I think wrestling's turned to a point where if you become big enough, it's almost like Hollywood recognizes like you're the next guy too.
Now.
Right? Rock, Cena, Stone Cold's been in a few movies. Have you ever seen the Stone Cold movie?
Yeah, Commando or something.
No, don't do that.
I swear.
It's not Commando, but it's the movie where they go to that island and shit.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great movie. What is it called?
I thought it was Commando.
It's not. It's called The Something. The Rev.
No, it's not. It starts with a C.
I know, you're right. It is. What is it called, dude? Hold on. We're not moving on to it.
No, we got to know this. I want to know
Till we do this, dude. We got to figure this out.
Oh, Commando's Schwarzenegger. But it starts with a C.
Dude. What is it called? The Condemned. You were both right.
Condemned. Okay.
Condemned's fucking. If you haven't seen The Condemned,
where he was a convict, or he was in prison, right? Yeah. And they do it as a way to like get out or some shit like that, kind of like Death Race.
Yeah, Roman's tried movies, Randy Orton's tried movies, Triple H's tried movies.
But it was funny because it kind of transitioned to where it was okay, where it was okay, and they wanted wrestlers. Because you look at Hulk. When Hulk tried to do all his movies, and he was like made fun of for doing all the movies, like he was.
The Rock literally went. There's people now. There's people now who have no idea The Rock was ever a wrestler. Like, that's how big of a superstar he is.
He became huge
because it went further than just wrestling. It was the movies he did were blockbuster movies. Yeah. They weren't bullshit movies.
I can't think of a movie The Rock did that I didn't like. Even Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy's fire.
I thought Tooth Fairy was great.
Tooth Fairy's incredible. Yeah. What else was he in? Great Iron Gang?
So good. He did one of the first Scorpion King was one of the first movie he ever did.
Yep. Then you have the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah, he came into there. He did
dude, he did some big stuff, brother.
Walk Tall, and then The Rundown with Sean William Scott.
Dude, he did good shit.
He did a lot of good movies.
So then you go from that and he goes, you know what? I'm just gonna build the brand of The Rock with Under Armour, which now like every Under Armour athlete goes through.
Yeah.
And then it's like, dude, he's easily probably the most.
And then he went and burned down Hawaii with Oprah, and it was like, damn, fucked up, Rock.
But
fucked up.
The people's
but you're back now.
Is he the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet? Celebrity, not politician.
No, I don't know. I don't know now. But I mean, you kind of. There's not an argument for anybody else right now because everybody's kind of.
Yeah, dude. As long as there's no Rock P. Diddy pictures popping up anywhere.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he's pretty good.
Because I liked all the stuff he was in, and he's just been in almost everything. Even
everything
like Red Notice with
everything he does is fucking
it's really good. Some of his stuff is kind of dropping off now, but I mean it's like.
But you have
he's also almost 60.
Yeah, dude, he's like 50,
58,
something like
that,
55, 54, but still older. But I mean, you have John Cena who did not Painkiller? What is it? What's the Peacemaker. You have that. You have the fucking original, The Marine.
He was the Marine.
That was like the big WWE movie.
And it was awful.
Yeah. You got the new one that just came out. What is it called? It's a new movie.
He was in Cock Blockers too. He started doing comedy.
Yeah. Ricky Stenicki's the name of the new movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's on Amazon Prime. Yeah, dude's a superstar too.
I think he pivoted because he wanted to be the next Rock and then realized that he couldn't be.
You can pivot when you don't have that look and you have a bald spot.
And he's honestly not that good of an actor. I think he's a terrible actor.
I think that's what makes it funny though for the Peacemaker.
But that's why he became funny.
Funny, yeah.
Because Rock can be serious.
Cena is funny.
Yes, he's funny. So, but The Rock can be serious. I don't think John Cena can because I saw The Marine and I was all, this is awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Damn. There was one more storyline for you. You remember Kane, right?
Yes, he was the hook guy or whatever in the movie.
Dude, See No Evil?
There it is. Yeah, See No Evil.
Fire movie, first and foremost. Really good movie.
Yeah.
The hook guy. Fuck you for just knowing
I didn't know the name.
That pisses me off. That's such a
my bad, Doug.
That's Undertaker's brother.
Yeah, I know that.
by the way.
No, I meant he was in the movie as the hook guy. I know Kane is.
Don't disrespect.
No, I know Kane is. I love Kane. I think that storyline was so good.
Yeah, dude.
So good.
With Paul Bear.
Yes. And then he was even dating.
Paul Bear's the best.
Oh. He was in love with Trish Stratus for a while, too.
Lita.
Oh, Lita. There was, yeah.
So he had a demonic baby with Lita. Dude. And there's this guy, and we could put a picture of Snitsky now.
Can you? How many am I going to edit? God, Snitsky.
Here we go. He punted the fucking baby into
Every
the
picture's
audience.
just going to be like a boop. Just like nothing to do with what's happening. Just like stupid.
Yeah, they punted their fucking baby into the crowd.
Oh my God. What a pivot.
Pretty dope. I think it was that one. I know he punted a baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
We can go out all night.
I could literally break down everything for you all
Damn.
night. But we have a draft
Is it really going to hurt when I win this draft?
Dude, you're not.
It's
You know
going
what?
to hurt you so bad when I win this draft. So bad. Because if I get the number one pick, I'm taking who you want. Okay. I'm taking who you want.
Okay.
There's a clear 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Clear 1 and 2 right here. Okay.
I think it's not as clear. It's clear generationally for us. We're 10 years apart, but the same 2 are for both of those generations.
No, but the all time.
I don't know, dude.
You're lying. There's no way.
Dude, just because there's
no way anybody right now beats out.
No, yeah.
Okay. You see?
No,
don't
yeah.
even start. Don't even try and say,
here's our
you
draft.
should pick the Undertaker.
Greatest wrestlers of all time. No women are listening right now. It's just the fucking boys.
Oh, man.
All the
boys right now.
Boys will be boys. Hey, Rizz them up.
How you doing, Kings?
Kings.
You okay,
Kings? You look good today.
You look great.
You lost weight?
That looks good. Did you get taller? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Is that a bulge? No.
Keep going.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Sorry. Alrighty, you ready?
Yes.
Greatest wrestlers of all time.
Can I go first?
No.
What do you mean?
Come on, let's go.
You're gonna pick Rock because of the Rock, right? That's what you're gonna do, right? That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. Ready? Are you ready? Ready? Rock, paper,
We knew it.
Nah.
I just read the shirt. I didn't know.
Just a little bit. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, what are you doing?
I saw him getting
God, you're cheating, trying to see what I was gonna pick. You always cheat. Don't make me put another asterisk.
Let me tell you a little asterisk here. When you were gonna say shoot, I was gonna say shoot, but you don't understand. It's a wrestling term. Shoot means something happened in real life in the ring that people thought was fake. It's called a shoot. There you go.
I know this.
D motherfucker X.
No, somebody's really hurt.
Someone's hurt, yeah.
Somebody's hurt. I know that.
I got you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Here we go. Ready?
Right, here we go.
King, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
We knew it had to be.
Damn it.
We knew it had to be that. I'm going to let you have them.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Who are you gonna take? You're number one. You're number one.
I'm taking. I truly think you're gonna get who you want.
Okay. Yeah, I do now. Now that you're saying, yeah.
I do so.
Go ahead.
My number one is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is your number one.
That is by far. Only because he is the only true wrestling only icon that has ever been in the business. Stone Cold is not known for the fucking Condemned.
No, I agree.
Right? Hogan tried movies. Cena did movies. The Rock, biggest celebrity in the world. Stone Cold Steve Austin is purely known as like the guy of wrestling. WrestleMania.
Really?
I think you look at any list, I think Stone Cold would be number one up there. Now, The Rock is close, and he has to be your next pick. If not, Hulk Hogan, one or the other, John Cena, someone in that range. But I'm saying Stone Cold, as far as a cultural shift, there's never been a story bigger than Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon.
No, that was a huge
There's never been a story that makes you realize as an adult going, man, I would love to say that to my boss or a boss that I know or something. He is, people smash beers till this day.
Yeah.
People still say that's the bottom line. People still do the middle fingers.
What?
Yeah. All of that?
Austin 316?
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. Like, and people who even are religious are wearing Austin 316 shirts.
Yeah.
The dude is a cultural magnet.
Right. You're right.
Whereas The Rock, cultural icon, not just for wrestling.
Agreed.
So I think Stone Cold's my number one pick, and I think he has to be.
Wow.
Did I set the tone for why?
You did.
Yeah,
you did set the tone.
He's the only one.
You want me to change my whole thing? Just change.
What movie?
My 1 and 2 was nowhere near what
There's no movie. There's nothing. And the thing is, The Rock. If you hear the theme, you hear The Rock's theme. Wrestling fans will know it. People who have come across wrestling, they might know it. You hear the fucking glass break.
That's
Stone Cold.
That's it. You know it. everybody, I will say.
Also, the easiest merch of all time.
Yeah.
The easiest gear. It's simple. It's a fucking bullet. Or it's a biker vest. And just black jorts, black jorts, or the black trunks.
Oh, he had the trunks.
With,
yeah, he did
with the knee braces. That's it.
That's it.
He didn't have to dress in Gucci like The Rock. He didn't have to do none of that shit. Hustle, loyalty, respect like John Cena.
It.
No Hulkamania, just a fucking vest and let's go to work. And beer.
And you could literally have 316 on your fucking shirt.
316,
and half the world's gonna be like Jesus, half the world's gonna be like Stone Cold.
And that's why it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jake the Snake was like, you better pray, whatever. And he was like, you go thump your Bible and you pray to John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whooped your ass. What a fucking move. Also, on the spot. Also, little note because I'm a dork. That King of the Ring that he won, that made him Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H was supposed to win it and got in trouble backstage for hugging the bad guys when they all left the WCW, and they're like, that's a no-no in the business because now the fans are confused. Yeah. So as a it's called the click, the curtain call, as a way of them being like, you're gonna have to pay for this. He was supposed to win the King of the Ring, and had he, we would have never had Austin 3:16 and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And what's funny is he had like 3 or 4 personas before.
Yeah, for sure.
And they were like, shave your head.
He had nice gold locks.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, the rattlesnake, the Texas rattlesnake, the glass breaking, the Stone Cold Stunner, like it is the move of all moves. It is the fucking.
I'm glad you got the number 1 pick because you would have roasted me because that's not who I would have picked.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have roasted you. There's a few number 1s who are up there, so that's my number 1. Let's get to number 2.
Because you took him as your number 1, I have to pivot on my number 1.
Don't fuck it up
to like match your number 1.
Okay.
So I'm gonna obviously take his counterpart at that point in time. Take The Rock.
Yeah, that's that's the correct way to go.
So I'm gonna take The Rock.
I agree.
Yes,
I agree. Now, why you have because it's The Rock.
Because it's The Rock. I mean, look at The Rock. Everybody knows the Brahma Bull. Look at him now. I mean, he's one of the highest paid actor at this point in time. Like the dude has made a life off of
nobody.
The Rock.
Nobody better, I think, on the mic.
No,
I mean, the dude is incredible. Can sing and make songs to make fun of you.
Shit.
He can kill you. He can.
It doesn't matter what's your name.
Dude, my favorite one is I remember when Chris Jericho debuted.
Yes, Y2J.
Y2J. And everybody was like, "What's gonna?" Because it was all Y2K and play on Y2K. Yeah. So it was 1999, like the end of 1999, going to 2000. Yeah. He comes out with that stupid ass hairdo. Yeah, and then he's like, "You know why I'm here?" And he goes, "You have the decency to come out and not introduce yourself to The Rock." And he goes, "What is your name?" That's the first time he goes, "My name is." It doesn't matter what your name is. You have your candy ass.
Damn, the Rudy Poo candy ass. I loved it.
When you have a show named SmackDown because of your catchphrases, you're pretty fucking.
I don't know who he wrote the song for or he played the song for, but he was singing that the "You Look Wonderful Tonight," and he was and I say biatch. You look horrible tonight.
Dude, he's just the funniest dude.
The dude on the...
Also, talking about... Those are our number 1 picks. Please do yourself a favor. If you have 2 minutes today, and you have 2 minutes, go watch The Rock versus Stone Cold fucking promo video leading to WrestleMania 17, and it has Limp Bizkit's fucking... what song is in by Limp Bizkit? I'm fucking losing it. But it has a Limp Bizkit song in there. Dude... It is next level. This time I'm gonna let them.
Oh yeah. I know about.
My way,
yeah,
bro.
My way.
And it has the little face off for tall. Just one more night. Oh, it's fucking good, dude. Damn. It's good. I guys, when we get off, remind me to show you because you're gonna fucking geek out. Okay. But that's fine. So my number 2, also on the table, I'm gonna go with the Rolex wearing.
Yes. That was going to be my number 1.
Kiss stealing.
Yes.
Wheeling dealing.
Yes.
Jet flying son of a gun. The man, the myth, the legend. Ric Flair. Most championships ever in 16. He was screwing your moms and your grandmas. Yeah. He was taking your girlfriends. He said, I spent more on spilt liquor than you've made in your entire life. Like the dude is... There's nobody with more charisma. No. Literally. Like, he is your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler.
Yes.
And I think he might be as big as he was back then because hip-hop has embraced Ric Flair.
Yeah.
The culture has embraced Ric Flair. Every fucking kid in elementary to high school that's never even seen Ric Flair wrestle knows who Ric Flair is.
And they all know.
Woo! It's the easiest thing to do.
Everything.
The chops, the figure 4 leg lock. It's just fucking, it's classic wrestling.
God. That was gonna be my number one until you picked Stone Cold.
That would have been the number one too.
Yeah. So that would have been that was gonna be it. Ric Flair.
Really? That would have been your number one. That's still the number one. I would have respected it.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Because I mean, the epitome of.
I want to allow you to win this. Is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's it. So I mean, the dude is just the fucking the robe, the locks, everything. And
I went to WrestleMania. I think you saw. I went to WrestleMania last year in the Ric Flair robe.
Yeah.
And my robe said Big Papi on the back of it. Still one of the coolest things I fucking had to this day.
So cool.
Dude, he's the best.
Good dude.
Ric Flair's the cool. Also, Ric Flair, for whatever reason, is sponsored by Texas Tech. So he shows up to the games with the full fucking gold chain Texas Tech medallion. Yeah, dude. One of the attorneys up there sponsors him. He's always in love it. So shout out to Ric Flair.
Okay, so
What else?
my number two.
Go for it.
Who I think is bigger than your number two. I think he's bigger. Arguably tried to do what The Rock did.
Okay.
He tried to come into the movie scene. He tried to be the action star. Kind of got made fun of, put in BC movies, you know, and then kind of realized he could never leave the business and succeed. My number two, the Hulkster.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, the different color schemes, everything, the receding hairline. It's just...
He is the reason wrestling is as big as it is today.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Hulk Hogan would never be in my top, but I think also Hulk Hogan's like not the greatest person either.
No, he's not. Not at all.
Also throwing just Edwards galore. But
I'll never forget the truck where he starts to spell
the NWO, where people start making memes.
Yeah, they make me.
Did you ever see the Harlem Heat one with Booker T before he became Booker T?
Where he said it?
He said it?
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, we come for you.
We come for you. And then he says it, and you can see.
Dude, it's the best one. Put that right here. Link right here. Yeah, dude, Hulk Hogan, I mean, no color scheme is more recognizable. I mean, it's McDonald's fucking colors. It's Hulk Hogan's colors. It is the thing.
Yeah.
People still dress up as him for Halloween.
When he...
Also, though, it's so funny. You look at those matches, you look at Ric Flair, and you go, the figure four leg lock, and then you look at Hulk Hogan and you go, the fucking leg drop. that put down Andre the Giant.
No, the leg drop, and then that leads the way to the people's elbow. I mean, come on.
Yeah, people's elbow for The Rock was awesome.
Yeah, that was, no. But it's so funny looking at the olden days of what put down a wrestler versus nowadays where they're doing.
But with Stone Cold, you don't have that. You go, the stunner's dope.
The stunner looks like it could actually hurt.
That's a move. That's a move.
I saw the one. It said, if wrestling's fake, then explain this. And it was like, backyard wrestling, right?
Yeah.
They had 6 dudes in a ring, and one dude stunners a guy,
and the next guy
stunners,
the next
stunners
one,
everybody going down to the ref,
best.
and then stunners. I was like, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like
you would love. It's called indie wrestling, like the lower promotions. A lot of them do funny shit like that I think you would enjoy as like knowing that like, hey, this is scripted. We can have fun with it without having to make it so.
I
serious.
love the if wrestling's fake, then explain this.
Explain this. That's good shit.
All of it. But let's be honest. The Rock. Nobody sells the stunner.
No,
The Rock.
The Rock will. You know they had a bet. That's why. The Rock's talked about that like every week. That Stone Cold would be like, "There's no way you could top it." And The Rock is like, "Yo, I'm gonna top it." And then like I remember at WrestleMania, he stuns him, and there's a stunner. Where do you ever see Stomp the Yard?
Like
did you ever see Stomp the Yard?
Yeah.
So remember when he fucking does that like slide?
Yeah.
So he stuns him and The Rock fucking rolls all the way over. It's the dude. It's like he tried selling it as much as he could, dude. Like The Rock was so good at selling it.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
And now he's too big for his britches where he can't fucking lose a match. God damn it, Rock. Man, take the loss, man. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. All right. So that's my number 2.
Good one. Hulk Hogan's good.
Hulkamania.
Also, yeah, Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
What you gonna do, brother?
Yeah. Ooh, brother.
I like it. I'm gonna go with only because I think I can steal one.
Yeah.
Later.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with The Undertaker at 3.
That's a good pick.
The Undertaker.
That's a good pick.
I mean, it's hard to keep a resume like him. I think he is 22-2 at WrestleMania.
It's 2? I only thought he had 1.
Lost to Roman Reigns, who now is the guy. Lost to Brock Lesnar the first time.
I remember that whole debacle with him losing to Brock Lesnar. That was a big thing.
But I mean, the dude is WrestleMania.
Oh, he is.
Is wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, The Undertaker is he has to be on the Mount Rushmore for many, many, many people.
For sure. And then he turned to American Badass.
Yeah, and even that was cool. And you're like, yeah. But the thing is, to keep a legitimate a work, which is like a fake thing, right? To keep up a gimmick of you're the dead man.
Yeah, the dead man
For 30 years, 30 plus years to be like,
can we
this
talk
guy's
about
dead, and you know what? I accept that he's dead.
I believe it.
He's scary.
Show me
still.
the urn, Paul.
Yeah, show me the urn. Yeah, and then his power. The dude has lightning striking.
Yeah, and then
the eyes roll back.
Yeah,
it's so good.
The hat in the original.
And then the thing is, every time that gong hits, you're fucking a kid again, and you go, "Whoa,
it's so great."
It's very similar. Like themes have a big play to what all of this, right? And I think, you know, Taker's theme is so because there's no words, you can't sing along. You know that gong hits, even if I have to go take a piss, I have to wait the next 3 minutes for this motherfucker to get to the ring just to see him take off the hat. And the hat comes down, like, the eyes are back, the fire's up. I mean, it's the coolest. And then when you were watching the 90s, you had the Ministry of Darkness where he was like a little gothic. Yeah. And they were like actually crucifying people. They have one where they hung the big boss man from the Hell in a Cell.
Oh my God.
I don't know how they pulled it off. But he's literally like this, and then just hanging in the middle of the ring, and people are like, "That motherfucker killed the big boss."
I remember the Buried Alive match with him and Kane.
So good, so good.
That whole storyline was great. That Kane was his brother,
and he is the most, I think, longevity wise. The dude was still wrestling for a long time. I was at WrestleMania 34, that was in New Orleans, and that was just 6 years ago, and he was still wrestling.
Headlining, right?
No, he just had like a quick match with John Cena, but like, bro, I mean, you had just this past weekend at WrestleMania, he was there. Like, the dude's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Good pick.
It's a good.
That was gonna be my next pick.
All right, I'm glad.
Now we have to take a little trip here. We got to figure out because there's a couple different ways we can go.
This bitch like
there's a couple different ways you can go. All right.
There's only 2 picks for me that are next.
2 picks.
That for me are next.
Really?
I'm saying like for my next pick that you could snipe. I just don't think you got it in you.
Okay. I'm going to take a big...
Also, Hulk Hogan's theme's great. I am a real American.
God, I'm really struggling here. I'm really struggling. I got a couple that I'm just.
I don't know why you wanted to do this. You brought this upon yourself.
I did. I wanted to see if I could like.
You couldn't. You were never
jump in the ring and try and box. He knows I can box. Where's that from?
Shut the
Where's that from? Where's that from?
Where's it from?
It's from Fast and the Furious in the original. And he's like, you just step in the ring and you think you can box. He goes, he knows I can box. He's talking about the dude that he punched out.
So dumb.
I know. So
who made that franchise? The Rock. Who made that? The Rock.
The Rock.
Family.
Okay.
Come on, brother. God, I gotta get out of here. It's getting late.
Damn, no, bro. I'm gonna. Damn it. Okay.
You had a lot of names there.
I did. I do have a lot of names, and to pick this one, you're gonna roast me.
I'm not. There's so many people that are good.
Okay, there are so many people that are good.
It's also very objective.
I'm gonna pick somebody that you don't think.
I'm a good fan. You're a bad fan.
That I think you don't think I'm gonna pick.
You're a bad fan. I'm a good fan.
You ready?
Yeah, go.
My number 3.
Okay.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
That's a great pick. Some people think he might be the greatest. His literal catchphase is the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be.
Bret the Hitman Hart.
Fire ass look, the fucking shades.
Yeah.
The all pink with the black. You gotta be a man to wear pink.
You did. Mm-hmm. And he was a man.
I like that.
He was a man.
I like that one.
Yeah, Bret Hart. Bret Hart. I know he kind of got into some scuffles with some higher ups, and so he kind of had a rough go for a little bit, right? I don't know exact storylines, but
Bret screwed Bret. I don't want to give you the name of the main one he had a scuffle with because I feel like you're gonna steal it. So I don't want to give it to you, but there was a massive scuffle. His career is known for one. Don't fucking be that. Don't be that guy. Please don't be that guy.
I want to make sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take it with my next pick because you're fucking it up.
Okay, go ahead.
No, anyways,
it doesn't matter.
He had a massive scuffle with the next pick.
Okay,
that I'm gonna
take. Your next pick. Your number 4,
which is the sexiest man in WWE, baby. The Heartbreak Kid, San Antonio's own, Mr. fucking Shawn Michaels. Mr. WrestleMania. Dog, I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Right, yep.
Fire.
Damn, no, good shit.
And then you do a little bullshit here, and then fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Dude.
Like that.
And then the showstopper. The sweet shit music. One of the dopest moves of all time. Come on, dude. Iliana gets sweet shit music to this day.
Yeah.
Dude, good shit. It is I'm wearing the HBK hat. Did you notice it?
Yes, I did.
The Heartbreak Kid hat, dude.
Yeah.
San Antonio's own, brother. He is my hero. Literally growing up, I was like, nobody's ever going to be bigger than Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Like, he's arguably top 4 wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for sure. But anyways, Bret the Hitman Hart and him had that match. And that's the match that Bret Hart got where Vince McMahon said Bret screwed Bret because he called the match. If you watch it, Bret Hart doesn't tap. That his move is a submission, so he doesn't tap. They put him in a sharpshooter, a bullshit sharpshooter in Canada, where he's from.
Yeah.
And they're like, ring the bell. And the whole thing was Bret Hart was going to take the WWE belt to WCW the next day. And they're like, that's not going to fucking happen on our watch. So Vince McMahon was like, you're done. And Bret Hart knocked Vince McMahon out backstage. Like legitimately knocked him out. And the next Monday night, they were like, what happened to Bret Hart? ESPN was asking them, and they have all this documentary shit. And his famous phrase is like, Bret screwed Bret. Like, I didn't screw him. He screwed himself.
Because he was going to leave to WCW?
And he was like, you're not going to take my fucking title to the competition. So he's like, you screwed yourself. I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah. I mean, that's
good true. Stuff, though. I like this. All right, I got Shawn Michaels. Who do you got? This is your 4th? You're struggling, brother. And I'm about to hit a fucking banger with my 5th.
God, man. I got 2 right here that I can go from the older generation. Actually, all these are older generations. I don't want to stick with... I don't like any of the new ones. Sure. Like, I don't like Cena. I don't like Reigns. I don't like CM Punk. I don't like any of those dudes. Like, I think CM's going to be one of your picks.
No, he won't.
So
definitely will not be in my picks.
I don't like any of those.
I love CM Punk, but not in my picks.
I don't know, man.
I'm taking one for sure that you're going to skip over, and that's fine. But it's a massive opportunity for me. So number 4.
There's one that I'm just like, I don't think...
There's one that you're missing that was huge in the 90s that I feel like you should be talking about.
I think I have him on here, too. But I don't know if I would put him up in the top of the greatest of all time.
I definitely would. I disagree.
I think you're trying to sway my stuff.
Listen, look at me. I promise you, one of the guys I'm going to take, you're not going to take because you just said you don't like new wrestlers, like new age wrestlers.
Yeah.
So that's the guy I would go with, that guy that you're thinking. I think we're on the same wavelength.
Okay. I'm going to go with me personally because if I wasn't...
You're fucking up. Go ahead.
If I wasn't...
Why'd you want to have
I didn't watch WCW. I didn't watch WCW, right? So there's a few in WCW that I'm like...
Don't go any WCW. Stay away from WCW.
So there's...
None of those people deserve to be in the top 5.
Really?
There's only one.
Then we're going to talk about that one then.
Sure. There's only one, and it's not Goldberg.
All right. No, it's not Goldberg. I agree. It's not Goldberg.
Oh, okay. Then say it. Then say it.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
There's only one.
Yeah,
there's only one that can be in that conversation. Who's it going to be?
But I don't want to use him yet.
It's high. It is high, but you use it. If you're down to that, use it.
Okay. I'm going to go...
Use the 3-letter. You got a 3-letter one that you're missing.
No, I don't want him.
Wow, the disrespect. Go ahead. Do whatever you want to do.
I don't know what you're talking about then, because I thought we talked about him. Okay, I'm gonna go out here. Because arguably it was one of the greatest matches I ever saw against The Undertaker. Hell in a Cell. I'm going Mick Foley.
I like that. That's a good pick.
I'm going Mick Foley. Number 4. Mankind. The first hardcore champion ever with the broken belt.
Also the first to ever enter the Royal Rumble 4 different times. He
has every character, right?
Mankind, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, and Dude Love.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fucking
Mr. Sacco? You remember Mr. Sacco?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
And then him and when he would
just showing up in a fucking
what the sock is
the Rock and Sock
him and Rock and Sock connection. Oh man,
dude, him and the Rock had some fucking brutal bangers.
Yeah, they did.
They had
that I Quit
matches talked about to this day.
God, where he pre-recorded it,
dude. Literally. Dude, you're in.
I told you,
dude. Handcuffed, just taking chair shots to the fucking head, unprotected. Yeah, dude.
Oh, that dude was a fucking G.
The Hell in a Cell match. Taker didn't want to do that. Taker was like, I don't want anybody. He's like, you're gonna die. And then he was like, you have to. That's in the way I could. Because I think Mick knew my wrestling is not gonna get me over with this crowd. Like, we have to do something that like I'll never forget. That. Draw off the Hell in a Cell. Nobody is ever. Shane McMahon did it against WrestleMania 32.
Yeah.
Right? Undertaker. He fell flat. Dog. Mick Foley got thrown somewhere. Like, that dude flew just sideways.
The fact that he hit that shit to save his life.
Crazy.
Nuts.
I mean, and then you come out and then you climb back up. Broken ribs and all.
Yeah.
get chokeslam, and that Ricky DKSL just breaks right through, and you fall. Chair hits you in the mouth, like 4 teeth broken. Like, dude,
that picture with
and then the tooth is coming through his lip. Dude, he's a monster. That's a legend.
Yeah,
dude.
My number
That's a
4.
good one. I like that. 4. Also, great entrance song with the fucking car crash.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah, dude.
Good shit.
All those characters had storylines and shit too. Cactus Jack was like bang bang. Yeah, everything was so good. Okay, so I'm gonna take John Cena with my number 5 pick. John Cena, I think the biggest superstar of the 2000s.
I could never. He was one of the big reasons I could not watch the New Age.
I get it. It's tough. John Cena is, to me as a wrestling fan, if you were to say to me, John Cena and The Rock are on the same level, I would not have a disagreement for you. Like, that's how highly
I felt he wanted to be The Rock so bad.
He's the only other one. I think he's tied with Ric Flair at 16, or he has 15. One of the two. No, 16. He has 16 titles. He had the fucking spinner belt that was off the chain.
I remember that one.
He used to come out in like jerseys and would like rap and stuff, and that was fun. Then he became like actual John Cena. He was the leader of this whole new generation. Like everything.
Yeah, he was.
Everything. There was even a promo with Roman Reigns, who's the new guy, of him telling Roman, like, because Roman Reigns is like, you know, why are you here? I'm the new guy. And he's like, the only reason I'm here is because you can't do your fucking job. Like, that's why I'm. Like, he was so good at promos. He would call, when The Rock came back, they had a match at WrestleMania. Cena and The Rock, like, the old best to the new best. And I remember The Rock, I think, had something on his hand. And he was calling him out. Dude, that dude's a promo king. Like, he will fucking.
Well, he got roasted for that shit. And they actually came back and apologized.
Yeah, bro, because The Rock was like, hey, don't be fucking calling me out. Like, yeah, dude. But Cena's for real, dude. And he can wrestle his ass off and still.
Strong motherfucker.
And took a lot of rowdy bumps. Like, went through tables, attacks, all types of shit. Like, there was not much that he would say no to, too.
He has, like, he's done his finisher move to, like,
Everybody. A big, small.
Big dudes.
Yeah.
Big dudes. Cena's that.
What about your number 5?
I like Cena. This is that was your number 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're donezo. It's over.
I think so too.
Oh, you gotta put him. You gotta put him. I'm telling you now.
I know.
I don't know why you don't want to.
Just for what he's done.
Dude, right? You gotta. I think you're gonna put the wrong person, but sure, go hurry, get it done. This is like the longest pod.
No, it's not. Oh shit, we are at one. We was at 44 when we fucking started this thing.
No, was it? No,
it was. It was close. It was close. All right. I'm gonna go just because he's done so much. He's been a lot of part of the promos. He was kind of always third best.
Sure.
Growing up.
Sure.
And he never got his like due diligence until the other ones left.
Okay.
And I think he took over. He was always second behind Shawn Michaels. Like, you could tell he was never.
I think he had his time, but sure, I get
he did have his time, but it was after all the other guys already had his time.
Say his real name.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
That's right, baby. Triple H.
That's my number 5.
Paul Levesque, the guy in charge, the man.
That's it. And Triple honestly, H if he wasn't where he's at now, still a part of it, I don't think I would have picked him. Like, if he would have dropped off like the other ones, I don't think he would be in there. But I remember, like, the
DX.
Yeah, DX. I mean, he's legendary. Piece of shit. He was. Sting was my one.
Spitting the water.
Oh yeah, huge. That's
legendary.
Everybody's at the pool. At the pool all the time.
When I take a shower,
that's it.
You bet your ass on fucking.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, dude. The game.
Yeah, I got to play the game.
Dude, some fucking fire stuff. The pedigree, great move.
That's a good move.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Sledgehammer as your weapon.
Oh yeah,
you got some good stuff. He's up there, dude.
No, he's up there. He's up there.
Yeah.
Sting was on my list.
Sting was on your list. I had Macho Man Randy Savage.
Randy Savage, Orton.
I don't have him up there yet. I didn't have Brett. I have Roman Reigns as my 6. I think he's made enough to do it. I mean, I think he's had like 9 WrestleManias or 6.
I feel like Roman Reigns was like, you have to fucking take him. Like, we're not going to stop promoting him until you take him.
The thing is, you're right. They do it with everybody. Cena was forced, and then people loved him.
That's why I didn't like Cena.
People hated him. And that's that's what you want, though. You want to be like, we are going to divide our fan base. Not enough to make them stop watching. You had already stopped watching. Mm-hmm. For them, it's you want to tune in to see him get his ass beat, hopefully. And the other one is tuning in to fucking, this is the guy, I'm going to cheer him on.
I felt like it became too much.
No, but you're not going to see Stone Colds and The Rocks don't just happen every generation. They don't. And the closest one to it, I'm telling you, is John Cena. The closest one by a mile.
I felt they were literally trying to make him The Rock. Even his elbow. And I'm like, that's literally the people's elbow. What are you doing? Like, all of it is the same.
5-knuckle shuffle?
Yeah, see, it's all... See, I didn't even know what it was called. Fire. But they were trying to make him The Rock. The attitude adjustment in his
move used to be called the FU. It was fire. And I was like, hell, that's dope. And then his other submission was called STFU. And my mom was like, I told you, what's that stand for? Shut the
Damn. So you really want to know, Mom?
Yeah, I know, Mom.
Tell you right now.
Right now. Put it in the submission.
Damn. I had Randy Orton. Mm-hmm. And then
the RKO greatest.
CM Punk. The RKO is legendary. I mean, everybody does it on everybody. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Like also, I think, Randy just is incredible.
That dude's a freak of nature.
Also looks great still. Like, I'm like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You and him are the same age, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he's 39, 38. So you're like 37?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there.
That's it.
It's wild.
This was good.
This was
fun.
This was
I think I held my own.
I think you did.
I think I held my own.
I think you did. Do you remember your 5 or no?
Yes. Okay. Number 1.
Go.
The Rock. You're number 1.
Stone Cold.
My number 2. Hulk Hogan.
Ric Flair.
Yep. My number 3. Bret the Hitman Hart.
I had The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. Number 4. Mick Foley, Dude Love.
All of them.
Cactus Jack.
I had Shawn Michaels.
And then Triple H to round out my 5.
I had John Cena. I absolutely...
You didn't destroy me. Don't act like you destroyed me.
There is a clear winner?
No.
Not an annihilation.
No.
But there's a clear winner.
What gives you the annihilation? What?
I am the high school team. You are the W.
No. What's your... What do you have that I don't?
Champions. I have...
Hardcore champion. Hello.
Listen, dude.
I have 4 wrestlers in 1.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm beating you.
Okay, relax a little bit.
No, I don't know. Stone Cold is huge. Getting Stone Cold, I think, was
to have Stone Cold, Ric Flair, and The Undertaker on 1, and Shawn Michaels and John Cena. There's not a competition.
I mean, but listen to mine. The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart. Okay. Bret Hart's probably my weakest one. Like,
no, I truly think Mick Foley is your weakest one.
No, he's not.
100%.
He was commissioner for a while,
but he needs to be there. Like he deserves it. Who was your 5?
Triple H.
Yeah, If you would have put Triple H at 3, you could have got Bret at 5.
I think I could have got Bret at 5 too.
You could have got Mick Foley at 5. Like you could have got any of those guys. Yeah. Triple H would have been in my picks had you taken better picks. You know what I mean?
I felt I picked good picks to counter your picks because you miraculously got first pick again.
So,
but honestly, this wouldn't have been very much different, different because I wouldn't have picked.
Well, let me ask you a question. First. What do you want to talk about next week? It doesn't matter what you want to talk about next week. That's Generation Duo. Wow. My name is Brandon Medina. Wow. Johnny Drama at the head of
another pop that's cue right there.
Like a bar sign.
That's it. Asshole. That's what it is.
Thank you for joining us, talking with the boys, some wrestling. We appreciate you.
Good shit.
We'll talk to you next time. And as always, you ready for this? Don't forget to fucking laugh.